Welcome, everybody. Horrible Bosses movie review and discussion. Wednesday, it's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:03 for you punctual people. But yeah, man, this one is actually crazy. Like, just diving right into it. Like, I've literally had this Blu-ray since like 2013 or 14, which is crazy, and it was in the plastic wrapper that whole time. Because before statue collecting, I collected a bunch of Blu-rays, collected a bunch of like video games. Um, so yeah, like cracked it open, and it was definitely obviously already seen the movie before, but it was definitely like just a crazy one to watch, man. Definitely cool to switch it up with some comedy. Perfect casting. So like, let's dive right in it, man. What's going on, John?
I'm doing well, doing well. Glad that we picked this movie because it's uplifting. Good to get a couple laughs. So glad
Yeah,
to be here to
yeah,
talk about it.
definitely, man, definitely. What's going on, money?
What's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day, man.
Yeah, guess what day it is?
Hump Day?
What's going on, Brenton?
Oh, not too much. I'm glad I got to watch this movie. I think I saw it. I don't know if it was in theaters when it originally came out or shortly thereafter, but I haven't seen it since. And I was watching it today,
Hmm.
and I was trying to watch it in multiple places. So like I had to go to gymnastics tonight, so I'm watching it, but I'm at this scene where Jennifer Aniston's sitting there without her top on, but just like the doctor's coat. And there's people around me, and I'm like, should I be watching this right now? I don't know if I should be doing this. And then I swear to God, there's this guy standing over me, like kind of checking out what I was viewing there. But
As long as you don't take a leak in a playground in the middle of the night. I think
Yeah.
you're all right.
yeah, no kidding. I didn't know that was a thing. Is that really true?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can't whip it out in a playground.
Yeah, no. It's crazy because during that scene, bro, she's like, "Well, Shabbat Salam, somebody's circumcised," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was amazing.
Well, there's a lot of disturbing moments, like when she's like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah, man.
get the water sprayer," and then she's like, "Oh, I see the outline." It just keeps spraying him.
She's like, "I'm sorry, I'm a squirter." Oh man, dude, like, fuck. I think between like all three of the bosses, either Jennifer Aniston or Colin Farrell was like probably the two like funniest bosses. Obviously, like what's the other guy's name?
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Yeah, he's not like a comedian type, so like obviously it's like a different satire from him. But like Colin Farrell can fucking act, dude. And obviously we're not talking about Batman, but like
Yeah,
because of Batman, this dude can fucking act.
yeah.
Bro.
He can really get into the role, set his mind to the role,
Yeah.
and focus on it. Yeah. But he was good, man.
Yeah, let's trim the fat.
Trim the fat. I like when he's like, "How about let's get rid of this Professor Xavier looking."
I know.
And he's like, who?
I,
He's like,
don't
I'm
tr-
not firing Jerry.
I don't trust that chair.
He's wheeling around in that chair. It weirds me out, creeps me out. In the little secret chair.
Yeah. He's
Comes
like,
out
dude.
the poor pregnant. Well, she's
Yeah.
find out she's not pregnant. Tries to
That
go to the
was
washroom, and
That
he's
was
like,
funny.
"God, can't get some privacy in this freaking place."
He's like, dude, she's not fat. She's pregnant.
And it's like,
Oh man.
well, you either fire one of those, or I fire you all three. Do the math.
Yeah. Dude, that was so messed up when he came back and he's like, oh well, sad news. Looks like behind my back he fired.
Wow.
But I think
And he shows him the handicap sticker.
out of all three of them, I think Kevin Spacey was the worst.
Oh,
Oh, I think
yeah.
he's the
That
biggest
guy's
jerk.
savage.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is, I think why this is such a good movie is because it's relatable. Because there are
Yeah.
bosses out there that it's just a power trip. It really
yeah.
gets to their head. So they, if you get on their bad side, they will make your life miserable.
Yeah.
When Kevin Spacey's like, a minute late, 2 minutes late, oh, I'm just gonna call security and get him fired. And the poor guy,
So a security line or you're lying?
yeah. He's like,
He
you
makes
want
him
to?
drink.
He's like, you want a drink? It's 8:15. Yeah, so here's your
Yeah.
drink. Aren't you gonna have one with me? What are you crazy?
Oh, I
It's
like-
8:15. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what he's like when he said, it's 18-year-old scotch. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
Pour it back in
exactly.
the bottle? I was like, that was good.
He starts chugging it. And then,
That was like some iced tea, because if that was real scotch, that guy would have been on the floor.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah.
chugging it, I was like, damn, that's a. Like,
There's
that
no way.
burns. That shit burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't chug
There's
that.
no
Like,
way.
he was doing it slow, too. I was like, that's not possible.
I love
Dude,
that
before-
though that it came back, right? Later in the movie, he's like, "Yeah, you got a drinking problem."
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In that meeting,
Yeah.
he's like, dude, we're in the meeting.
The most
Man.
the most heartbreaking thing was when he was having his allergy attack. The
Oh,
goal is to
yeah.
kill him, right? So he was
Yeah, yeah.
the guy's almost dead, and he brings him back to life. It's like, what the
Well, he
fuck?
was doped up by Colin's character, man.
Yeah, he had a little too much cocaine.
Dude. Okay, before they went into the office with the dad before he dies, when he's like, "I'm a green belt, motherfucker."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he keeps calling him like dickweed and
He
stuff.
tries to attack him.
Oh man. Yeah, that was funny, dude. Like just the whole intro. It was like one of the first movies that I've watched in a long time where it just like it kind of dives in there. Like there's like really no weight, no letdown, man. I think that was pretty cool. So yeah.
Well, they executed all those bosses so great.
Yeah, and different types of bosses too.
Yeah.
Like, but like Charlie Day. I mean, is that really like? And I'm not trying to make it like a sexist thing, but is that really a
Oh,
problem?
you're going there.
Yeah, it's sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rape.
No. I'm saying those pictures. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like his problem compared to their problem. Their problem was I felt was like a coked out boss, a jackass of a boss, and then your boss just wants you.
It's
You know what
not.
I mean?
No.
If you're
the
married, it's
situation, the situation is no, it wasn't really a problem, but they had to do it for the comedy of the movie.
Yeah.
Because like they could have made her not so attractive. Like they could have picked a different
Oh,
actress,
yeah.
and then it's a problem. Then it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Do you think that would have been
Um,
funnier if it was like Kathy Bates or something?
Well, I
Jesus.
was gonna say I feel like Cash could relate to Charlie Day a little bit. You know?
Oh my God. What's that?
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Are you saying there's stories here?
If you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's not. I like how they give him shit for that though. Like they at the end of the day, they're drinking and they're like, oh, you know, this happened today, and he's like, yeah, you're telling me like this happened. They're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Don't talk about your problems. They're not
like-
even real problems. Like,
They're like, yeah, yours isn't so bad.
yeah.
He's like, do you have the pictures?
I like Jamie Foxx, motherfucker Joe.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
dude, when he was telling
alright.
the story.
He's like, well, yeah. He's like, okay, we're gonna do. I'll do the job for 30,000.
Yeah.
And then they're like, shit, 30,000's a lot. I guess we can't do it. He's like, okay, 5,000, I'll do it.
5,000. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Real quick, what's going on, Walton? Appreciate you being here, man. John, aren't you a stay-at-home parent?
No, Walton. I'm on a parental leave. There's a difference. I still work.
Gotcha, dude. Yo, when it first started, he gave a little bit of advice. He said, most important advice, taking shit is a key to success.
Yes.
Business school doesn't teach you that. I don't necessarily agree with it. Like to a certain extent, obviously you're at work, you can't say whatever you want, but like taking stuff, I don't know.
100% if you want to succeed in a corporation,
Oh yeah.
kissing
Well,
ass
isn't that where the
is
saying
the
came from?
only way to do it. Unfortunately.
Like where it says, "My boss makes $1, I make a dime." That's why I shit on
Yeah.
company time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the boss knows less than you. Oh, you'll love to see it.
Just pulling this up here real quick for the cast. Was there anybody on this cast list that you felt like shouldn't have been there, for not necessarily like the side characters but the main characters? Speaking of the wet work man, real quick, I was like, what the fuck? He's like $200 to piss on all three of you. Who's
That was
going
amazing.
first?
I was like, hey, it's what's his face?
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr.
That's all I
Fantastic.
could think.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
was like,
Fantastic.
damn,
That's all I. Yeah.
That's all I saw too.
How about the FedEx woman, Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, was that really her?
that's her, Meghan Markle. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Can you imagine that?
I didn't put two and two together.
She's part of
Wait,
the royal family
the
now.
queen?
not
Yeah.
the
Princess
queen,
War?
the one that's
queen.
married
Duchess.
to
Prince
the Duchess,
Charles or
yeah,
whatever.
Prince
Prince-
Charles,
Prince
Yeah.
Henry.
Prince
Is it
Henry. That's
Why
her.
does-
She's right there. The
Why
picture's right
does
there.
he look?
Third one from
Why
the
does-
bottom.
Here.
Why does
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic look so different in this picture though? What? That doesn't even look like him. It looks different.
Got a bad tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys probably won't agree with it, but I like Jamie Foxx's character, but I don't necessarily like it as Jamie Foxx. I feel like that might have been better if it was a different, like I could see Kevin Hart being good in that role, or like someone funnier than Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx isn't that funny to me.
So he went like Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. That's what came
That
first
was
Eddie
thing that
Murphy
came to
would've
mind.
been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Charlie
Oh.
Murphy would have been cool too.
I think it's because Jamie Foxx can pull off like that serious thing.
Yeah.
'Cause, like he was really serious for a lot of the time.
You actually
Yeah.
thought it was legit. That he was a
Yeah.
legit hitman.
Yeah.
He kind of has that swagger to him.
That was the
Yeah.
only one I really had any. The rest were okay.
Yeah, I was fine with the cast, especially Jason Sudeikis, right?
Yeah.
Probably saying it wrong.
Sudeikis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sudeikis, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I like him as an actor.
He's funny.
Jason Bateman is like enough said with him, man. Like I really love his acting and pretty much everything he's been in has been pretty good. Jennifer Aniston, I thought made the movie. Was one of like her pairing with Charlie Day. I thought was like really cool and comical. Like it's like you don't want your wife to know, or your fiance rather, but like what the fuck.
And then he brings the fiance into the office, and I'm like, "What are you doing,
Oh
buddy?"
yeah,
No,
yeah.
she did. She called her in.
She invited her in,
Yeah.
so for a fantasy, basically,
Yeah, but when I saw her, I would try to get her out of there
far
real
away.
quick.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
he tried, and then he was like, "Shit, she's
Shit.
too much into it. Like I'm in too deep now." Because she's like, "Oh, I had that crown that fell out."
But
Yeah.
I think they picked the three cast members, the three main cast members, and then the three bosses as well. I think were perfect castings.
Yeah.
And then you got the
Yeah.
guy in the car. What was his name? George? The Siri, not Siri, the like OnStar
Gregory.
sort of thing. Gregory, that's it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
like-
pretty cool the way
They don't
the
say my
ending.
Indian name.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Yeah, that's a pretty shit name, yeah."
I love
I'm not
when they're
saying
looking
that.
for like the hitman though, and they're like, "Gregory, take us to the dangerous part of town." They're like, "We can't take you to danger."
Yeah. He's like, we have an Applebee's.
And then they all agree. They're like, "That's good enough."
Oh man, dude. You should
Going on,
review
Art?
Airplane next. Isn't that with
Yeah. So
the guy with the white hair?
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
don't
was
call me
that was
Shirley.
funny, man. Do you guys have any like crazy like work stories or anything that's relatable for yourselves or like a family member? Anything that's just like wild has happened, or not like wild like illegal, but wild like, damn, dude, I'm so glad that person's fired or they left or whatever. You know what I mean?
it's not that funny, so I don't know if like it's a good story to tell because it's not funny. But I had this boss before. He was a couple bosses before my current boss. He wasn't technically my boss either. It's just the way my position in my company is kind of like a newer position, so they've done a lot of realignment in the past couple of years. And they didn't exactly know who I should call up to, whether it be this team or another team. And so I was calling up to the district managers, which are... Now I'm calling to somebody else instead of these people. But the district manager at the time, he was newer. He had started with the company around the same time as me. And so I don't think he knew how to be a manager at that point. And also because when you start a company at the same time as someone and then like they're all of a sudden your manager, it's kind of hard to see that person as like someone as your manager, you know, because you consider that more of like a colleague or like someone that you started off with, so it's hard to take direction or have to report to that person. So
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying that was the issue, but it's part of it. Anyway, I was having to report to him, and it was making the job situation stressful, so me and him would butt heads a lot. Because he'd tell me to do one thing, and I was like, well, you don't really know what's going on. Like, I have to do this and that. And so we'd butt heads a lot. And I work in alcohol, wine, so we're obviously in a lot of...
8:45? I don't know.
Wow. We're obviously in a lot of bar, like, work events where you're in a bar, you're drinking, you're doing things like that. One time, we were, like, it was before a big meeting. And it was the night before we all went out as a team to get food and some drinks, and like we're all taking shots, and then like he had a couple. He was already a little more buzzed than everybody else, and we all do the shot, and he kind of bends over and he whispers in my ear. He's like,
Jeez.
He's like, "You ain't shit, Eddie. You ain't shit." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "You're drunk, so I'll let it go, dude." But I remember that he was like, "You ain't shit, man." And I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, it was just funny situation. But we had that situation happen a lot, actually.
That's like that part in the movie where he goes, "You stupid little runt, I own you, bitch."
Yeah, it was a lot like that. Like he whispered at me, like, "You ain't shit, motherfucker." Yeah.
Dude, so like, I didn't have necessarily like a bad. I kind of had. Oh god, I had the reverse of Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, Jesus.
Like
They touched the floor.
my.
Oh, you hate
Oh
to
no,
see it,
not
John.
not that lady. No, not that one.
Oh, jeez. There's more
I'm
than
telling
one.
a different story.
Holy fuck.
I'm telling a different story. Yeah, man. She's out here, so I can't tell that one. But anyways, the manager, I'll just call him Jay. So Jay, he was kind of like a big brother type, you know what I mean? Like just like real annoying, real like and he was like really like touchy. And he would always come over to you, like, just touch you. And,
I hate
hey,
people who do
guys,
that. I can't stand
Michael's going to be working today. Michael's pumped today. And he'd do, like, the whole, oh, guess what day it is? But be, like, extremely loud so everybody could know. And, oh, M-Dub, look what he has on today. You know what I mean? Just, like, so freaking loud, man. And just, like... And he'd be like, "See, what you want to do is you want to go to her ear and whisper in the ear, and you gotta marinate. You gotta marinate her." And he's like, "I'm gonna show you how." And then he leaves his wife and kids for like the new manager who gets on.
Jesus.
Super attractive.
Why are you whispering? Why are you whispering? He's
No,
not
no,
there.
no. I started whispering because that's what he was doing.
He left his wife and kids for the new manager.
Can't be talking like that, So yeah, man, it was just that was probably the weirdest one. It was like harassment, but like man on man to where it was just like weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I hate those really touchy people because I have a coworker who's kind of like that, where he'll be like, you're standing in the hallway talking to somebody, and he'll
Where do you guys work?
Well, he'll do like these weird things where it'll be like, "Oh, I step on your shoe," and just be like, "Oh, whoops, I didn't see you there." It's like, shit, you saw me standing in the hallway. Or like he'll come up and just like start boxing your arm, and it's like, why are you touching me?
No, the best thing to do is when he boxes your arm and touches you, fall to the floor in pain. 2 weeks off, HR.
Well, you hit him back, and then I'd probably get in more trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then he tells me, "Don't hit me. I'm old. Don't hit me."
Wow.
Yeah, I can only imagine like working for a company where like you're really cool with the boss, but then the boss dies and he has like a jackass son or just like, you know what I mean, who takes over, or daughter or whatever, and then you're like stuck with them. Like it's like your boss can like legitimately make or break even your supervisor, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the boss ain't there, it's just you and the supervisor. And for me, I was working part-time at Walmart basically just to take care of statues and stuff when I was working at PayPal. And the manager was really cool, but the supervisor was just like, she hated all the like young kids that worked there. So like she would take it out on me, and then she's like, I'm sorry, Michael. And like she basically looked like
Jesus.
Rachel from I think her name's Rachel from Friends, right? I think
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
She was in this movie.
Yeah. So I was trying to remember her name in Friends. Like that's
And you
all.
quit that
Yeah,
job?
Rachel.
Yeah, I quit.
See, Charlie Day, I told you.
She come up and lick the back of your neck.
Nah, she just like yelled and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. These kids are annoying me and stuff, but you know.
She didn't scan you or anything,
Wow.
right?
No,
Jeez.
no. Nah, man, nothing like that. But I mean, I don't really have any like crazy work stories. Like I have there was this lady we call a Fat Cat, and Fat Cat used to team up with this other lady. We'll call her Leslie. So Leslie and
Oh,
Fat
I thought
Cat,
that was going
like,
somewhere else, but
oh no, like we called her that because like she was so huge, but she was like a
Jesus
ninja,
Christ.
dude. Like,
A ninja?
oh, dude, like you'd look around and she'd be halfway over the floor, and it's crazy. Like, whenever people would get fired, she would take so much joy.
That's why he was whispering.
You know, it's just
I
crazy,
never had a
man.
nickname for a boss. I never had any like, oh, here comes
You never
Joe
nicknamed
Schmo,
like
you know.
coworkers or something?
I don't think we've ever had nicknames. Oh, maybe back when I did like night crew at a grocery store, because we used to talk shit about everybody.
Night Crew is different.
Yeah,
Man.
night crew talk shit about everybody, but I don't remember a lot of the like our nicknames. Oh, one time I forgot what I said. I wish I could remember what I said. So I worked at a grocery store, and you know you have the loudspeaker like through the store.
Yeah.
I said something like, I said something mean to one of the guys over the loudspeaker because it was night crew. We used to make fun of each other. Or I came in one time, and the supervisor, he was an older dude. He was running that night. He was the supervisor that night, and I think he had a bad day because we talk a lot of shit to everybody. So I came in, he was talking to the closing supervisor, the checker, and they were saying, like, they were talking. I was walking in. I hadn't even clocked in yet. I just, like, as I'm clocking in, he asked me to do something, and I turned around to him, and I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself or something, you know, because it's a night crew. Like, you joke like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, about 20 minutes later, they call me into the front office, and they're writing me up. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I asked you to do something earlier, and you were non-compliant or insubordinate or whatever, and
yeah.
here's exactly what you said. I need you to sign it. And he had the supervisor.
Did
He
you
had
sign
the
it?
supervisor, like, witness the whole thing or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I signed it. Because I'd never been written up before. And I did say, go fuck yourself or whatever. I did do what he said I did. I was joking. I thought we always did that. So I thought, you know, he was cool. But I think he was having a bad day, or he was just done with that job. So he wrote me up. Well, later that night, this was once the other supervisor was gone. I forgot what I said, but I over the loudspeaker, it was like lunchtime, and I said like, his name was Phil. I was like, Phil, you little bitch, it's lunchtime, like over the loudspeaker, because I was so mad that he wrote me up. I just said it, like, I didn't care, essentially. I was like, they could fucking fire me. They're not going to fire me. I worked too
Yeah.
hard. So I'd done that several times. Like, did dumb stuff like that I could have gotten fired for, but nothing ever happened to it.
That's crazy you say that, because I was working overnight as well at a grocery store, and there was like a Burger King right across from it, and I was always wondering, like, you know, hey, I could just go grab like a cheeseburger or whatever, and why isn't there, you know, why is this always closed so early? Because I thought like fast food places, especially like Burger King, McDonald's, stayed open pretty late, but they don't. And so I found out that they kept getting like robbed all the time. So like one of the guys came over to the grocery store one night. It's like 2:30 a.m. And when me and my friend, and I've known him since like kindergarten, he was the night manager, and he was like, "Hey, how come you guys are back here in the cafeteria eating?" It was like this random strange guy, and my friend's like, "How the fuck did you get in?" And so then the guy is standing there, and he has like this huge problem. He wants us to like serve him like dinner, like in the cafeteria area, and we're like, "Dude, it's like 2:30 in the morning." And we find out basically that he actually had robbed the Burger King and was trying to hide out here across the street. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So the cops come over and grab him, and it's just like, this is where you decided to go? But yeah, that's probably the only other like boss stories I have, you know.
Bosses will if you don't like, I'm not the type to kiss behind or kiss up, and when it comes to work, and if you get on the bad books of the boss, that's it. Forget about it.
Yeah. It could
I
be
used to work
rough.
security. I used to work loss prevention
Oh,
and
wow.
like undercover loss prevention. I was like
Oh,
18.
I could see you doing that.
Oh fuck, I used to love it, man. Handcuffs, everything, the full thing.
I could.
So-
You know who I think of immediately?
Don't say Paul Blart.
fucking- No, not
Oh.
Paul Blart. That's funny though. No, Cartman when he becomes the hall monitor. That's John. Like authority went to his head.
Authority.
It was a pharmacy. I'll never forget this one day. I was like 19, 18, 19, young, rough area. This guy walks into the store, steals like 5 huge boxes of cologne, maybe $300 worth of stuff. Piece of shit gets on a bike and starts taking off. And I was late to catching him. So you know what I did? There was a fucking taxi cab. The taxi cab pulled over and said, "Get in." So I went in, followed the guy on the bike. The guy saw me. And then the guy hopped off the bike and went like off the road under a bridge. So the cab pulled over. I got out and followed on the bridge. So it's just me and him. And he fucking pulls out a knife under the bridge. I said, "Buddy,
Jesus.
leave. Go. I won't arrest you. Just leave the fucking cologne and all that." So he put the knife, whatever, through the boxes and took off. Fine. I get back to the store. I got fucking written up.
Yeah, you can't chase him.
400 because I couldn't. I said, "Take this job and shove it up your ass, you fucking." Because I endangered people by
Yeah.
chasing them and getting the stuff back. Oh, next time I'll fucking say, "Buddy, are you sure you don't want more? You fit more in that bag."
You took the cologne with you though, right? You took all the stuff.
I took all the stuff back to the store and everything.
No, when they write you up, you take it with you.
Take it in the pocket.
Yeah.
No, bosses, man. They hire anybody nowadays. What I see on the
That's
work
true.
front, it's
That's
all
crazy.
about who you know. It's who
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is it. They'll put these teenagers straight out of school, not teenagers, right out of school, into these managerial roles that they have book smart, but they have no life experience
Yeah.
whatsoever.
100%.
I don't care how much you can read that book and take that test. You don't have any experience, no people skills, nothing, and forget about it.
Yep. Yep. That's
Yeah.
what, well, they end up quitting too. Those people.
Yeah, they don't last. Of course not.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Oh, well,
sure,
are we
man.
talking about just work bosses or streaming bosses too? No, I'm kidding.
Wow. I didn't want to make those jokes. Several times I wanted to make it, but I was like, I'll leave it.
Yeah. That threw me off. Nah, man, just work bosses. Just any funny or crazy story. What about you, Brendan? Do you have a story at all, or?
I don't. We tend to nickname everybody that we work with a little bit. So there was a doctor. My wife used to work with me, so that was interesting to like work together all day long and then go home and see each other. So there wasn't
Yeah.
much of a break. But we called this one doctor. She caught him like checking out my butt the one time.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, this goes
Yeah,
back
so
to
we
where
nicknamed
where you
him,
guys working?
Dr. Honeybuns. So that was
Wow.
forever his name.
So you're caked up, huh, Brenton? Is that what I'm hearing? Wow.
It's a real
No,
American
I
ass.
wouldn't say that. But there was a girl that worked out front with her at like a receptionist desk. And I was out there one day, and here she was getting fired. We used to call her the Beast because she'd get real angry and start slamming things.
Wow.
And I was like, I was stuck in a corner while she was getting fired. And she's like telling her boss, "Get out of my face or I'll knock you out," and stuff like that before
Wow.
she had to get escorted out by security. But
Jesus.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Yeah, there's a lot of like crazy stories, especially the ones where people actually are getting fired. Like, cause you never know how someone's gonna act when they're getting fired. Like, you never know. Like, if they're gonna like steal one thing or do this or do that. I'll tell one last story before we move on to the rest of the flick. It was my last day. Well, I knew it was my last day. I didn't put it at 2. I was just gonna quit. It was my last day working at the gas station, and I was done because I was just like fear of getting like robbed one day, and so like when I knew the donut man was coming in at a certain time. I did all the things I was supposed to do for work. And once I got done with that about 2 a.m., I still got about another 5 hours to go. And between 2 and 3:30, there's usually nobody coming. The donut guy comes about 4. So I put a DiGiorno pizza in the oven in the back, ate that, man, just watched some sports and stuff. And then once the donut guy came at 4, had me the best, because they give you assorted. So I picked out a couple of the best ones. People were coming in, buying cigarettes or whatever else they were getting. Basically, it was 2-for-1 special. Or yeah, here, take a little extra one, whatever, man. It was pretty much just like I knew I was done, man. So, yeah. And
Once you get to that
jackass.
Once you get to that point in your job where you're like, you hate coming to work, you're doomed. You're doomed.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is it.
Yeah.
You're doomed.
Well, that reminds me. When I was a teenager, I worked at McDonald's, and this one kid was working one day, and like he went on lunch and just never came back. So like the manager was pissed that like this kid was never coming back, and here like an hour or two after his lunch, he came through the drive-through and ordered.
I respect it.
There you go.
I hope you guys spit that food, bro.
Oh man.
You know,
Oh, that's my biggest fear. Yeah, that's
you don't want to eat
Yeah.
that Big Mac.
I've seen
this
somebody
Big
get.
Mac tastes like piss.
I've seen somebody get pissed off. I used to work at this local pizza chain, and they literally spit in their pizza because like the way that they were talking to them on the phone was so disrespectful. He was just like, "Fuck it," and did it. And I saw him do it, and I was
That's
just like,
fucked.
"Wow, yeah." I don't care how mad I get at anybody. I never did that 6 months I was working there, whatever, however long it was. Like that's not cool, man. But I've seen it happen though. That's why whenever I call or I make an order, hey, how you doing, man? Just nice as I can be, man. I ain't got
Have
time
a blessed
for it.
day.
Yep, you have a good one, man. Would you like silverware? Why, thank you. Yes, I would like silverware.
Actually,
These Super Troopers.
I actually ripped a pizza place once because the pizza was late, and I never thought of that. Fuck.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
Too late now, man. All
I
good.
thought those chicken wings tasted weird.
We
Never.
we should watch Waiting one time. Like that
Oh,
should be
is
one
that
of the
the
movies,
Ryan
dude.
Reynolds one?
Yeah.
Waiting.
Have you seen that?
Actually,
Nah.
you just reminded me. I just watched Free Guy.
Oh,
I gotta
good.
check that
I
one
like
out,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Is there
Yeah.
any in the movie? Is there any Is there any boss of these three that you feel could have been like you could personally deal with?
Yeah. I think so. What did he say? I fucked the crazy right out of her. She's cool.
Okay, I didn't think about the question.
I know. Yeah. Eddie's waiting for the day a boss tells him to be like, "Fuck my little slut mouth."
Jesus.
Brenton was fucking practicing
Oh
that
wait,
in the
this
mirror
is
before the show.
Adriana doesn't know about this channel. I don't think.
She just showed up in the chat, so I think she does. know.
You hate to see it.
Oh man, dude, this one was also funny. When he said this, I'm like, anyone who hates their job has no one to blame but themselves. Is that true or not true?
Well, he said that before things went sideways, right?
Oh yeah, because he loved his job.
Yeah, because he
of
likes
his-
Sutherland's character,
Yeah.
the father, the
Yeah.
owner of the
Father,
company.
yeah.
So
So he
I
had a
think-
great boss. He never knew
yeah,
anything different.
exactly. So
Yeah,
I completely disagree with that.
yeah. I mean, I think everything is circumstantial. Some people, like me, I hated this job I was at, but they had unlimited overtime. The schedule was good. Like, everything was cool, and you got paid weekly. So for me, the money outweighed me hating the shit out the job. I was like, well, I hate it, but I can buy anything I want, and the family is taken care of. So I stayed there for 5.5 years. I hated every minute of it, but I even had to go to the doctor one time over, like, stress-related
Anxiety sort of thing.
and yeah, I literally had to go to the doctor and get medicine, but like, I was like, fuck it, because of money. Like, so, yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think that they were actually able to make a second one though. Like, not that the second was obviously good as well, but it's crazy to think like, because you would have thought this would have been like a one-off movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember the second one too much actually.
I never
I
saw
don't think
that
I
one.
ever seen the second one, but
I have it. I don't
has,
think I watched it though.
it has Christopher Waltz in it. So I think, or Christoph Waltz. I think I
Yeah.
like that movie because
Yeah, anything he's in is usually is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Let me see here. Real
What's going on, Danny?
quick. What's going on, Danny? Here's the cast for Chris Pine is in this.
in the second one.
Yeah,
They-
yeah. This
they-
is the cast for the second one.
Oh yeah.
What's good, Danny?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the guy from that TV show. I can't think of the name.
Oh yeah. Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, Mike from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Key and Peele. Okay, Keenan. I might gotta check the second one out. I don't remember watching it.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it was on HBO Max with the first one. That's
Yeah.
Dean Mother Jones.
oh, now I see that Christoph Waltz. I reckon he's the dude from Django, right? He played the.
Yeah, a lot of. Yeah.
I don't even remember him in that movie. I gotta
He
watch
was-
that movie again.
He taught Django everything. Like he's the one that
Yeah.
he was the dentist or whatever that drove the cart.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in like since it came out. I just don't remember it. Like I remember like it obviously, but I just don't remember like what happened. Everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know, sometimes movies just need to be one and that's it. So it'd be
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
to see what goes on with this one. But
Andy Buckley's from The Office. He's the one.
Yep.
Andy Buckley. Oh yeah, wasn't his name Andy in that show too?
I don't remember.
No, I think his was like David or something.
Oh yeah, David. Yeah, David. He was the like regional manager or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Cool, man. Cool. Damn, dude, that's fucking crazy.
I never
dude.
watched The Office.
You never watched The Office?
1 or 2 episodes, and I gotta
Oh.
get into it.
That's more
You'd
relatable than
probably
this
like
is
The
for
Office
a
a lot,
workplace.
Dude, if like The Office, Parks and Rec, that store Cloud9, like those type of shows, you can relate
I've
to.
never seen that one.
Cloud9 was so good.
None of them are as good as The Office, but if you kind of want to keep it going, the snowball effect, then
Yeah.
definitely check them out. Yeah,
I love Cloud9.
Office I can watch over and over. Like why the fuck is Stanley so grumpy, dude?
Except for Soft Pretzel Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I love when
Did I stutter?
so when Andy Bernard joins that show, The Office, and he keeps bragging about his like quartet that does the singing, and he makes that his ringtone, and then Jim hides his phone in the ceiling, keeps calling it, and he freaks out and he punches a
Yeah.
hole in the wall.
My name is Dwight K. Schrute. I love that show, man. I love that show, dude.
Oh, the pranks he pulls on him are hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, John. I don't think we had any fun facts for this show. And if you don't have any, it's all good. But is there any fun facts for this movie?
Let's see what we can get.
Yeah, like I wonder, like I don't like
There's
all
always
the
fun
cast
facts.
members seems like they wouldn't have like backed out because like the only movie Jennifer Aniston ever talks about hating is freaking Leprechaun.
What Tarantino?
Colin Farrell's
movie is it?
cocaine.
Oh well, that's a first fun fact.
That reminds me, I love when they use the dustbuster and they're trying
Yeah,
to do
that's
it
funny.
back, and they're like, "Oh, guess you probably should have emptied the dustbuster first."
Bobby's cocaine was made of powdered lactose. To stay in character, Colin would snort it between scenes.
Wow. I don't think that's okay.
Is that where Jared Leno learned the method act?
Jeez. Jennifer Aniston wore a brown wig to make her character a brunette and more oversexed. A departure
Wait,
from her
she's
usual
not-
lighter roles. No.
Huh.
Wait, say that one again.
She wore a brown wig to make her character a brunette.
I knew she was wearing a wig.
Oh,
I never
shit, I didn't know,
noticed.
man. I didn't know. Yeah.
When looking for a dangerous bar, Gregory claims there's an Applebee's 3 blocks away. Jason Sudeikis says those aren't the shitheads we need. Sudeikis would
Yeah.
later become the spokesman for Applebee's.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man. Yo, what's good? Late night trip. What's good, Vane?
What's up, Joe?
You guys are. Oh man, I didn't even. He does commercials for those.
Not
He
anymore.
did
It's
a
that
while
country
ago, I
song.
think.
Huh? I don't remember that.
Let me see if I get some more.
Strange fact: I've actually never ate at Applebee's before.
What?
You're not missing much.
Never.
It's not that good. As a kid, like you grow up and you're like you think it's like a nice place to go, but then when you grow up, it's like anything else. Like, you know, how about Chili's? It's like like Chili's. Chili's is probably a little better, but
That's like Ruby Tuesdays. You know, that's another one.
Yeah,
yeah.
we got that.
Or Red Robin.
Red
Yeah,
Robin's
Red
better.
Robin,
That's like
yeah.
a higher class.
You
That's
think so?
expensive with them burgers.
Fucking Five Guys is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but Five Guys is the shit.
Dude, have you ever got one for you and your girl? That's like $30 fucking almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what the fuck?
More than that, I used to have to buy it for like the whole fucking family, man. You gotta buy it
Aw,
like for
damn,
my
dude.
brothers, my mom. Like, it ends
God,
up being like
spend-
$50.
Jeez. They give you a lot of fries though. I will say that.
Yeah,
You can
that's
share a
good,
fry.
yeah.
That and their fries are fucking good. Especially, have you had the like Cajun fries or whatever?
Yeah, you gotta get those.
Yeah.
You gotta get those. I think.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry that you're missing out on that, John.
Five Guys? We have Five Guys here.
Yeah,
What?
like
Are you
5
serious?
total, or
Jesus Christ. No, we do, yeah. There was one downtown. I don't know if they're still open, but yeah. They're here. I've never been there.
Place?
Bro, there's nothing like a homemade burger, brother.
All
I
right.
don't know about that.
All right.
I wonder what kind of
fucking
burgers
turkey
John's
burger.
making.
a turkey burger or a chicken burger, huh? John?
Nice
What
and lean. It's a
Nice.
veggie burger, okay? Get your shit straight.
do you- Oh,
How
okay.
do you think I
Wow,
maintain
balance.
this
The,
body?
or what is
Timmy
it? A
Hortons.
nice MLT where the mutton is nice and lean and the tomatoes are so crisp. I love that. You know what movie that's from?
I heard that
Princess
sounds so
Bride.
familiar.
Yeah.
Oh
there
yeah,
you go.
Princess Bride. We watched it. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. That's pretty much.
Danny's asking what cheese you use, but we always know it's cheddar. That's all they sell in Canada.
I mix cheeses. I'll use Havarti. I'll use whatever. I'm a cheese guy. I love
Dude.
cheese.
Walton, you been to Dubai? Oh, he said Abu Dubai. Is that different? or
Abu
what?
Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
Oh, Abu Dhabi.
Abu
My bad. My bad. I'm gonna get fucking memed for that one.
Clip it.
I thought he was. I thought he was like talking about Dubai. I was like, what the fuck?
We're on Cash's show. I'm still clipping that
You hate
shit.
to see.
Yeah, clip it, man. Clip it. Oh, dude, what the freak? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Joe.
Yeah.
He sent me the picture. You prick.
I love how like half the movie, it was like at the end there where they're like, "Oh man, my butt DNA's all over that."
Dude, what the fuck was he doing?
Dude,
was
he
like-
shoved. Okay, when he shoved the razor in his ass, I was like, bro, you're
That's
you're
too
begging
far.
to cut yourself there, dude. Like, take it easy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know. That's I didn't understand that part. Or the floss, like you can't put floss back.
Why?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Why do
Let's
you
see.
send this dude to fucking Jennifer Aniston's house? Why? Send fucking Bateman to her house because
Yeah,
this
exactly.
dude, it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny, dude. The toothbrush, okay, that's kind of classic. You know, I
Yeah.
got that one.
Yeah.
But the floss, I was just like, man, what the freak?
The razor threw me off.
Yeah.
I was like, don't
Then
do
he
that.
comes out and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? As he's like putting his like pants buckle back on. It's like, what were you just doing in the bathroom, dude?
Yeah.
You realize he gets asked that multiple times in the movie because when he sleeps with the wife too,
Yeah.
and he comes out of the bathroom.
Hell yeah, man. Even and then like as you guys were mentioning when he was stabbing him because of the peanut butter allergy, then the wife saw hugging him and he's like, are you fucking my wife? He's like,
That
"Do you
was
know her?"
funny. That was pretty funny.
I love when he kept hitting him in the chest and he like stabbed him in the neck and everything. I was like, I didn't remember if he was gonna kill him that way or not. I didn't think
Yeah.
that was.
No, that was a funny scene, man. That was a funny scene. This was definitely like a well casted
Oh yeah.
movie. Very well casted.
Well written.
Yeah,
Well written,
yeah.
well casted. Yeah.
I do agree with Eddie though. The only character that could have been changed, and I still would have been fine with it, is Jamie Foxx. Obviously, he wasn't the biggest role in the movie, but I do think that Eddie Murphy or Charlie Murphy could have played that role. Maybe even somebody else that I'm not thinking of, but especially Eddie Murphy. I thought that would have been really
Bruh,
fun.
Dave Chappelle would have been good.
Jeez.
That would have been. He would have been good in that.
That would have
role.
taken their
Yeah.
budget though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was the
Did you
budget.
see him telling that story where he's like, "My mom was passed out drunk. I snuck in her room
Yeah, that was like I was like, oh shit.
and I stuck my
They're like,
fingers in
that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
her purse." I just love all the timed pauses in there.
Yeah.
Then she turned around and she said, "Motherfucker." Oh man, I didn't, dude. I hadn't watched the movie in so long. I didn't know where that story was going. To be honest, I was like, "What is going on?"
Well, and then the name, you're like thinking, "Oh, come on, he didn't do that, did he?"
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, and then remember that part where they're like, he's like, "I don't even know your names." He's like, "Oh, he's Dell," and he's like, "Don't say
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fucking name."
You don't
Yeah. Oh, one thing I really liked was the detectives. Fucking
Mhm.
Ron White, dude.
Oh yeah.
I was sick to see Ron White. I've seen this before, but I don't remember him in it. So when I saw him, I was like, that's cool.
So were you like, "Yeah, I drag race with the Prius,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Do you really do that?" And he's like, "I lose a lot."
Oh, he's the
I was drag racing.
yeah, the comedian Tater Salad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tater
Fucking
tots.
Ron White. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's crazy. Overall, I'm gonna have to give it out of 10. I'm gonna give it a solid 9, man. This is a movie I could definitely like see myself watching again. In the future. Yeah, nothing was wrong. It's just a straight comedy, man. We need more movies like this, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
It's
What about yourself,
relatable.
John?
I think it's so good because it's relatable. Everybody,
Yeah.
I mean not everybody, but you've come across or even a friend's told you a story about a
friend,
bad
yeah.
boss that they've had. So that's
Mm.
I think it's so relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Everybody's heard a story or has their own story or just something that's just like,
Yeah.
damn, you gotta
Like-
leave or
Like even with Sudeikis, the way he had a dream job, he loved his boss, and then just like anybody else, you have a boss you like, and then they have to leave for whatever reason, and then the person who comes in just ruins your life. You hate to see it.
dude, when my boss left, this dude didn't even tell me he left the company after 5.5 years. No, at that time, 4.5 years. I'm like, dude, you left after 4.5 years, didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, man. You guys, here's a word of advice for all you young
The
kids out
toucher,
there.
by the way.
Here's a word of advice. When you go to work, you're not there to make friends. Your boss, the guy next to you, the lady behind you, wherever,
Yeah.
they're there for what everyone's there for the same reason, the paycheck. People
Yeah.
will shit on you for the smallest things. So go in, do your job, and forget about the rest.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Dude, and like nobody's untouchable at work either. Like the littlest thing can get you fired. Like the
yeah.
littlest thing.
And and if they don't fire you, because it's tough to fire someone, but if they don't, they will
yeah.
make your life miserable.
Yeah.
That's been 60 seconds.
Oh man, wow. What you thought about it overall, Money? Would you give it a high grade or a low grade, or what are you thinking?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it as much as you guys do. There are funny parts, but I probably wouldn't watch it again. It has all the makings to be great. Like I love all the actors and comedians, and it has funny moments, but it didn't come together as good to me anyway, story wise. Like I didn't love it, so I wouldn't give it as high as you, Cash. I'll give it higher because it did have a lot of funny parts, but I'm thinking more like a 6, maybe a 7 if I'm like being super nice. But yeah, I think if it didn't have the actors that it had, I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't like it as much, just because I don't know, sometimes there's a line for me on comedy, and it's like sometimes it can be funny stupid or funny funny, and a lot of this, even though it has a lot of funny, good funny, a lot of it is cringe or stupid to me. So that's the only thing with me is like I feel like it had all the makings to be better than it actually was to me. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I really could. I mean, when y'all look back on it, like, I don't recall how long the movie was, but it almost is one of those kind of movies to where, like, you could kind of chop a fourth of it all out and still get the same enjoyment out of the movie. I think in today's world, especially like Instagram or like people who make like funny videos and stuff, like, it's almost like you can get that same plot out of like a 12-minute skit or something. So I mean, I could definitely, definitely see that. What about yourself, Brent? What you thought, man?
I think I'm probably closer to Eddie on this one. That it's like maybe 7.5 out of 10, somewhere in there. Like I think it's funny and it's good to just sit down for just something dumb to laugh at.
Yeah,
It's kind of the way. If you just need a good laugh, this is a movie to put on and just get some
Bro.
chuckles.
I like how Danny's talking shit about me on this movie, and he ain't even fucking here right now because he's like,
Oh.
you pick dumb movies. What the fuck, Danny? Don't be coming at me in the comments. You're not here, bro, motherfucker.
Go
Go
on Kevin
fucking
Spacey.
hike, you bitch.
Holy shit!
I love Kevin Spacey when he comes into his birthday party and he's like, I fucking hate surprises. He's just like,
Yeah, that was funny. He jumped in, he jumps up. He's all crazy. She knows I hate them. What an idiot,
oh
dude.
man, dude. Have you even seen that movie that Rashid's talking about, Brightburn? I've never even seen that flick.
I just pulled it up.
it's the little Superman boy
you-
that like kills
Rashid,
people.
I don't know if you like that and you're just joking, but that is one of the worst
Oh.
fucking
You
movies
got like a
Yeah.
57%
I've
on that.
ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah.
That shit, I saw it in the theater. It had some crazy like oh shit moments where you're like, oh fuck, but that movie was hard to watch.
Yeah, wasn't this supposed to be like a? I thought it was supposed to be like a horror
love you
flick or
too,
something.
Danny.
I'm not
Yeah,
into
it's
those
kinda like
scary
if-
shit.
Superman was an evil kid.
Yeah,
Oh, Rashid actually liked it, so it's okay, Rashid.
I mean, I'll check it out. I've
We'll
never
forgive
seen
you.
it.
We'll forgive you, Rashid.
Well,
We'll
I'll
forgive
let
you.
it go this time.
Yeah, you got one chance. You used it.
The hell, man.
It's not as
Yeah.
bad as the Batman, but
Wait, this
Jesus.
was James
It's
Gunn.
yeah,
Alrighty.
it's James Gunn, dude.
Wow, Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay,
Oh, that explains it.
yeah.
It's
okay.
it's a different. It's kind of like The Boys. Like if I had to like, it's a different take on superheroes.
Well, how does it relate to like Peacemaker? 'Cause-
Oh, it's not. That's
or like
way
Suicide
different.
Squad.
That's more
What's up,
jokey.
Ron?
This is more like horror, like The Boys is, or more like
Okay.
intense.
Well, we have another week, and then it's
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. Fucking pumped for that shit. Right? It's 2 weeks, no?
20.
It's not this week. It's the next,
next
week.
week. Yeah, next week.
Next week
Obi-Wan
already?
is May
Yeah,
27th.
next Wednesday, right?
What's
Oh,
the
so we're
day?
is that what we're kicking off with the next? No, it's not next one. Is it already?
It's
Next
Friday.
Wednesday.
Oh my god, we're getting.
Is it Friday? I thought it was
I
the
thought
25th.
it was the 27th.
It's the 27th, I think.
Oh, if it's the 27th, then it's Friday.
Okay, so we gotta wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, May
Oh,
27th.
okay.
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Not 2 weeks. A week
Yeah.
and 3 days.
No,
Yeah.
but for the next episode, because
Oh, yeah. You're right.
that's-
So they're airing 2 back to back, episode 1 and 2 there. Is
Are
that
they?
what I'm seeing from that episode?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
right
nice.
Dang.
Darth Rashid says it's the Omen meets Superman.
Oh, I don't know if I ever.
I don't
seen
like
it.
that. I don't like that spiritual, religious stuff like that. Like, what was that movie? Stigmata.
not-
You know
It's
Stigmata.
not spiritual
Oh.
though.
The Omen though. Oh,
No, the Brightburn.
the one he's talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I don't. That shit.
bro, I'm not into
I
that.
don't like that shit that much.
That shit that can happen in real life. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
into
that shit could happen. That shit's real.
Like when she goes into the church and you see the statues bleeding. Oh no, not happening. Nope.
Do you avoid like paranormal activity then?
I watch them because to me, well, at least back in the day, I used to like to be scared.
Yeah.
Like I used to thought if a movie can scare me, then it's good. Those were the only ones that could scare me. Like I didn't get scared by like Nightmare on Elm Street and like
no.
Friday
Dude,
and like
the
those things.
all
But-
that stuff does scare me. Dude, bro, like meeting a Spanish family, they tell you all the superstitions.
Well, that's
Oh
scary.
yeah, that's
fucking I'm just like a fucking El
It's like
Capoy,
cucaracha.
fucking
Eddie-
Lorena.
Eddie
I'm like,
used
oh,
to-
back up, man.
Eddie used to love scary stuff. That's why back in the day, his house mirrors everywhere.
Jesus Christ. This is like 13 Ghosts, a glass house. man.
Oh my god, don't
Oh,
even
man.
say it like that. Or Ghost Ship. Remember Ghost Ship?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what it was, Cash. When you're in like a Mexican household, like it's exactly like if you've seen George Lopez. He's like the long hallway, the lights are out, and you have to run down and you flick the light and you miss it. If you don't get it, you're like, fuck, I gotta try again.
You know, it's so funny. We used to do that, dude. Like I remember me and her little brother. It's like this having to walk down to the stairs. It's like, yo, man, somebody down there, and we'd fucking take off running, bro,
Yeah.
trying to get that shit. And I remember one time, like he missed the light, and we had to go up the stairs still, and
Oh,
we just
forget about
looked.
it.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, take off.
I hate
Push
it.
him.
I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, geez, you
Nah,
had
that's cool,
Constantine
man.
on in the background earlier.
We
so-
should do a scary movie one then for John.
No.
Yeah.
Like The Exorcist? No way. I will not watch that stuff.
I don't think I
Why?
ever seen the Exorcist.
Me neither.
Oh, that
no.
one's great.
Or
I've
like
never seen it. I don't
all
want
the
to
ones
either,
they
man.
do
You
now,
guys
like
never saw that?
Insidious and shit, like the spirit stuff. No. Nope.
Like The Conjuring?
Yeah, Insidious.
The
Fuck,
Conjuring. Yeah, no.
I don't like that. One.
I just want a simple Freddy Krueger, just a slasher, man. That's all.
I don't like
want.
those either. Like where they flip and cut the knife right through the chest. Oh yeah, no.
How
I
else
like
are they
it.
supposed
I
to
like
be?
a nice
like
calm
Saw,
movie.
man.
Like
We need like a reaction viewing to these so I could.
oh,
like
a
a
Saw.
reaction.
Saw was crazy. That series is nuts.
Saw was cool, yeah. Saw was cool.
No, I like a nice little action.
It would be
movie.
cool. It would be cool then to do one that me and John haven't seen, because we'll get like, or like if all of us haven't seen, that'd be even better. But like, it would be cool to do a horror movie live, or at least like maybe for the first hour or something, because that would be a long live stream unless everybody's down with it. And then you don't play the movie, but we're all watching the movie, and you can see our face.
Oh
like,
yeah, that
fuck.
would be yeah.
That would be pretty good to see.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we could figure something out. I'm sure.
That's
we could
actually
figure
not a bad
something out.
idea. That'd be actually
Yeah,
cool.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad idea, man. Well, guys, man, I appreciate everybody for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. We're almost at the hour mark, but this was definitely a pretty good watch. We could pick something for next week. I don't really know what. I mean, whenever I'm still waiting to freaking watch all the Indiana Jones movies. Still waiting to watch Alien. There was one other. So I want to go through Rocky one time. Not in a rush for Rocky, but
Did
definitely.
you-
Oh my gosh.
I've never watched
Did you
Rocky.
ever?
You guys are killing me. Well, John,
Are we
you're not
doing,
American, so
We are
that's-
doing Obi-Wan, right? Or are we not?
Obi-Wan, yeah, but I mean, technically that's not next Wednesday.
Are we doing Obi or
No, I
Wan?
know. So I'm saying like we can't start a trilogy next week.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can't start a trilogy. But yeah, we doing that. So yeah, next week another one-off then, man. The last one-off,
That'd be dope.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned
sure.
for that.
All right. Well, everybody, you guys have a good one out there, and enjoy your hump day, man. It's about to be Thursday. Nacho Libre.